I think it can certainly hurt a film. I mean, there's a certain degree of a certain level of publicity that helps you, and then beyond that, I think it's destructive. You know, it's and the problem is you can't really control it, but it just gets to be about like real life stuff, and it means the audiences kind of carry that into their viewing of the movie, and so it concerns me a little bit. But you know, then again, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I'm not gonna change my life because of that. But you know, I think you're right. I think it does have I think it can have a positive impact, and also can have a negative impact.
Okay, I'd like to know this film is really dialogue driven. How did you work with Jennifer to create these characters and interact with them?
Well, basically, you know, Jennifer and I, you know, kind of came at it from, you know, we didn't know each other before the movie, so we kind of both showed up with our own ideas about how to work. And one of the things that we discovered right away was that we had like a pretty good rapport and easy familiarity, and so we started to, you know, we were able to improvise easily and try different things, and that immediately kind of, we hit it off kind of doing that. And I was impressed right away with her work ethic and her intensity and her passion and her dedication to working.
Now, how much was there any improv involved? How much of it was in the script?
Yeah, there was a lot of improvisation. I mean, Marty would encourage us to improvise, and then if he liked something, we would keep it, and if we didn't, he would, you know, alter it. And so we sort of played with stuff, and you know, we did many takes, so it was kind of all, we would do something exactly scripted, and then we would drift a little bit, and then we'd come back and maybe incorporating one element that we found in the improvisation. You know, oftentimes like a discovery process where you go off and try to discover if something might work. You know, you try things.
Now, I'd like to know Larry. He's a very complex character. Is that what drew you to him? Could you tell me a little bit about him? How did you put him all together? Actually?
You know, part of the key thing about him was there was a couple of things. One was that this is a guy who's basically playing a part. You know, he's trying to act tough. He's trying to be pretend as though he has all the answers. He's trying to act as though he's got it all together. And really, he has no idea. He's scared. He's not sure what's happening. He's an unhappy guy. And the other thing was that he's kind of put his identity together, you know, through cobbling together sort of different bits of characters and stuff he's seen in like movies and television, like, you know, thug personas that he's like picked up through kind of like pop culture or whatever, you know, because this is a guy who's kind of basically acts like a New York tough guy, never left LA in his life, you know. And so there was something about the falseness of the guy that I was able to kind of hook into, and that what appealed to him about the attitude of the people he was trying to be, that was revelatory.
Now, in terms of your character there, when you're searching for a character, how do you put him together, like any type of character?
Well, I mean, obviously the first thing to do is kind of like use the material, the source material, and do as much research as you can, kind of just based on information that the writer's giving you in the script, and oftentimes that's a lot. After that, you know, I try to expand on that by doing some writing and imagining, you know, creating a backstory, a history for the character, and running that past the director to make sure that we're sort of on the same page. And once that happens, you know, and you really feel like you've done all your preparation, you know exactly who the person is, you've got to try to just forget all that and try to sort of live, you know, realistically in the imagined circumstances of the moment. And, you know, that's the process. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And could you just tell me real quick, what is the genre of this film?
Hard to pin down. I mean, it's a drama, comedy, romance, character story.
All right, great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Nice talking to you. Yeah. All righty, take care.